Hello, are we live? Thank you for joining us. Welcome, happy Friday. I'm Heidi from Simon Says Stamp, Heidi Crowell. Funny story, I finally officially changed my last name. It's only been 18 years, people. Clousing is my maiden name, and hey Mom, if you're watching, I just talked to you a little bit ago. I hope you're able to join us live today. And after 18 years of signing my name, Heidi Clousing Crowell, and not knowing exactly what to fill out on paperwork, I finally filled out all of the paperwork to have my last name changed to Crowell. So I now can officially say I'm Heidi Crowell. And welcome joining us today. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. We actually have another new setup for our lives. So today is the first time we've ever streamed on YouTube live. So if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you, welcome. If you're watching us on Facebook, thank you, welcome. It's nice to see you guys. Reed has very graciously set up a studio for me, and I know we had a lot of help from our technical guru, Brian, as well. Reed, you'll see in the camera. Is there a good point for you to pop into the camera, Reed, while people are joining us live? Yeah, I know you're all plugged in, so if you want to do it later, you can do it later. It's up to you.
I'll do it right now since we have the camera facing forward.
So everybody can give Reed a round of applause, because if you could hear me, it's because I have a microphone, thanks to this guy. Hey, Reed.
Hey, everyone. Woohoo! Excited for a Facebook Live. We're ready to be back.
I mean, live, for crying out loud.
Live. We're live on everything.
This is a big deal. So thank you to Reed. And I think today, you can probably see in the chat, we've got a lot of the people who helped contribute to the release I get to share with you today. And man, I'm sorry I'm running late. I mean, we were down to the last wire today. We've got some cards that just came in from the mail. I mean, like literally just got here. So thank you, Sherry, for mailing those cards. We're so happy we get to put them in today's Facebook Live. And we've got inspiration using our new card kit. Well, actually, we do have inspiration using our new card kit and the actual card kit to show you. We have very limited supply of our May card kit of the month left. I hope we have enough inventory to take us into May, but if you love it, stick with us today. We have prizes. Subscribe. I mean, I've watched YouTube enough. Is that what you say when you're on YouTube? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, I hear my kids say that when they practice and do their pretend YouTube videos. So I'm a cool mom. Is that the rad? Cool.
Yeah. Real quick, just the people that are watching us on YouTube, if you could really do us a favor and hit that notification bell as well, it'll let you know when we're going live, so you don't have to worry about scheduling it on your time. You'll just get a notification on your phone.
Oh, that's a good tip. So that's handy. If you're watching us on YouTube, click that notification button, subscribe, and also Facebook, please share this. If you like what you're seeing, share this with your friends. We've got so much inspiration for you today. I also have prizes. I mean, hey. So I think what we're going to do, Reed, with prizes is somebody going to get a prize on Facebook?
Yeah, so what we'll do today is I'll pick a live winner. It'll be from both chats, but only one winner this time. It'll be a $100 gift card.
Can we do both?
We can do both, yeah.
We'll do one for Facebook and one for YouTube. Like I said, this is our first time doing this, so let's make everybody as happy as we can. So comment, engage, ask questions if you have questions. Tell us if you like something, even if you're like, man, I wish that flower was bigger. Hey, we don't know unless you tell us. So thank you. Be sure to tell us. And as Simon Says Stamp update, is we are all coming back slowly but surely into our offices. Our pick, pack, and ship people have been working round the clock for the last year under circumstances of masks and staying 6 feet apart, socially distanced, extra wiping down, all of the COVID protocol. And anybody who's been able, like our buyers, our customer service team, our accounting people, marketing, a lot of our people have been working from home as much as possible, but next week that's going to change. Next week we're bringing people back in, and we're so excited. It's almost like a family reunion coming back to Simon Says Stamp as people start to come back. We still have our health protocols in place. Many of us are vaccinated, which is awesome, including Reed and I. Thank you, Reed. Yeah. And we hope that you're feeling good today too, so you can see all the inspiration we have. Is now a good time to switch cameras, and I can start with the inspiration read? Can you guys hear me okay? And that's another way to comment. If you get your name in the chat, you can even comment by saying, can you hear me? Can you not hear me? That's a good way to get your name out there for that prize, for those prizes. $100, the prize is a $100 gift card to Simon Says Stamp. You can buy whatever you want. So, cool. Reed, you want to switch the cameras and I'll start showing some of this beautiful inspiration?
Yep, switching now.
Okay.
All good.
All right, look at this. Ta-da. Well, let's start with a little congratulations. So we actually have this set of dies. It's called Congrats. And look how big these are. So this card is actually not an A2 size card. I don't know the technical term for this size, but you can kind of see the comparison of the Congrats. This is bigger, this is smaller. This white card is actually an A2 sized card. So the Congrats comes as a pair. So you got your big mama and your big daddy. And then this card in front of me is Slimline. And this really should help you see the difference in sizing. The card in my hand now that's Slimline is made by Nina Marie Trapani using Congrats on a Line. She also used a few other products from this release, cap and gown die, Slimline stencil, and you'll see more of those later too. But isn't that cool? Trust me, you're killing it. Anybody have some graduates this year? Graduation is probably the hottest thing right now for sending congrats. This beautiful card is made by Heather Rui. Check this out. Congrats. She used another the flower from this release as well in her card. And then we've got Kathy Zilski. Kathy paired Congrats with some other new products from this release, which I will be showing you in a minute. Am I going fast enough, slow enough? Feel free to comment. I actually can see the comments today, so I'm trying to glance just to make sure if you guys have any questions while I'm moving around, I can answer them. You saw in Kathy Zilski's card I just showed a new product from this release. This is a cling stamp. It's called Color Wheel. And I'm going to show you some really cool inspiration using the color wheel. This is made by Sherry Carroll. Remember how I told you a few minutes ago that Sherry Carroll's package just got here? So this was in it. And then this card is Heather Rui. This is I think it's 5.5 by 5.5 actually, sized card. She put this new thank you die. The actual product is really hard to see what it is, so it's nice to hold it next to what it'll look like. So see this metal die in this hand? The words cut out to make these thank you letters. So Heather actually combined that color wheel stamp with the die. And then you can see Tina Smith did the same thing here. She had that same idea. She's like, I'm gonna put that color wheel stamp with the thank you die and create this cute little card. And check out the glittery accents. I like that, Heather. I've got another card by Heather Smith. Did another play on what we've got going on. And you can see at the back of her card, she has her logo for Cards and Coffee Time, which is the name of her blog. So, I'm sorry, I said Heather, but I should have said Tina Smith. Sorry about that. And then Kathy Zilski created, look how she cut it in half and also used thank you. Boy, I'm telling you what, the color wheel must have really sang to people to put with thank you. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot get enough thank you cards. There's just never enough. It's more about finding the time to address the envelopes because making a thank you card is a good go-to when you're trying to figure out a theme. Again, I'm going to do that same thing where I show you the die, but it's kind of hard to see what the die makes until you see the inspiration. And this wishing you joy is what that die cuts out. Notice this flip of vellum in the back. Can you guys see that? So these word dies also cut out a shadow, which coordinate beautifully so you can do a little backdrop on your words. Those backdrops make your words pop out. You can see it a little clearer in this one because it's got a white background instead of that vellum. Wishing you joy. And this card is by Nina Marie Trapani. Are you guys into these new slimline, mini slimline cards? So see how this is a little mini baby? I showed you the congrats a little bit ago that Nina did. This is a regular sized slimline, and this is what we call mini slimline. We've got envelopes for both of these sizes in our store. All you gotta do is search slimline envelopes or Simon envelopes and you'll see them. So this is again, Wishing You Joy. This is by Joe Sisavith. Thank you for sending your cards. And here's another one. This one is by Kathy Zilski. Kathy used, oh my gosh, you guys, have you seen the embossing folders in this release? Oh, I gotta do the embossing folders next, Reed. I'm gonna find, you stay seated, Reed. I'm gonna find where the embossing folders are because the embossing folders are so good. You guys have to see our blog hop. We have a 2-day blog hop. It started yesterday at Simon Says Stamp blog. So many people are going to town. This is just one of our new embossing folder designs. We call these 3D because they literally look almost 3D. Oh, nice. Thanks, Reed. Yeah. They literally make your card look dimensional because they have such an exaggerated pop out. The other thing about these 3D dies is they pop out to different widths. So, you know, these petals might pop out a little more than the leaves, but you'll see that when you get up close and personal on your card. So this beautiful card, if you guys have seen a lot of our graphics on our store, you'll see these cards used a lot. This is by Mindy Egan. She did this whole series. I love how she just took different sentiments, combined them with different colors with that embossing folder, and rocked it. And then I've got Sydney Desjardins, beautiful. Ladies, you did a great job. So again, the name of this embossing folder is Seed Head Stems. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, the embossing folders are definitely at this release. They have been the most popular with our designers and also the most popular with our customers. Luckily, we still have plenty of stock. There are a couple items that are out of stock, but not the embossing folders yet. And remember how I told you this other card, Kathy Zilski, used an embossing folder? Can you see how you can see that in the back of her card. This one is called Floral Centerpiece. And you really get a better picture on the back of what that looks like. And Sydney Desjardins created this card. And Tina Smith created this card with that embossing folder. I love these. And I think they're under $10. I mean, the embossing folder is under $10. You can color it, pop it out, cut it out, use it as a layer on your card. We have another embossing folder, but I'll get to that in a few minutes. I want to show you this other thing first. I've got another card from You Shine, or another card using that embossing folder from Nina, and a Cindy card using this die. You guys see a little theme with these dies in this release? So this funny looking in person, but when you cut it out, thanks Reed, when you cut it out, that die makes this You Shine. So it does, this is actually multiple dies. They're just together with a little piece of metal. I actually like to keep my dies together if they fit in my machine, okay? Because it just makes them easier to keep track of. A lot of people have magnetic dishes too. I do like my magnetic dish, I do like to also keep my dies together. And here's another You Shine. So the U is actually cut out with iridescent cardstock. Very cute. Now, there's another embossing folder in the family for this release. Dun, da, da. She is called Magnolia Branches. See this folder? You are not going to believe the inspiration with Magnolia Branches. Callie, thank you for sending beautiful cards. Nina Marie Trapani, again, if you guys have seen our graphic on our website, we're using this a lot. You can see these beautiful color gradients. Just a reminder, we have a blog hop. So some of these cards are presented in our blog hop. Yesterday was day 1 of the blog hop. Today is day 2. The blog hop is loaded with designers from all around the world who have taken these products I'm showing you today, Some of them have made videos telling you how they made the cards or showing you even how they made the cards I'm showing you today. There is a free gift if you're hopping along the blog hop. The designers have a coupon code that has a free gift for you. So for participating, sometimes people who are newer, which we are having a lot of new people to stamping these days, ask me, what is a blog hop? You know, I don't know the best way to describe it except for literally it's where you hop from blog to blog. And everybody who is on the hop creates something different. They take the product we send them and they create a different card or a project. We're getting a lot of 3D projects these days too. These both cards use this beautiful, it's kind of self-explanatory, this Magnolia cling stamp. Our cling stamps are red rubber. They're made in the United States. They stamp beautifully. They really show you the fine detail. This cling stamp is called Solid Grid Background, and you can see how Sherry Carroll used it with, I think this is Distress ink. I wouldn't bet my life, but it looks like Distress ink. See how she created that subtle background using this grid, and there you go. You see this thank you die cut as well. Reed, how's everybody going? Are there comments that go in that I should be paying more attention to while I'm showing these products?
Nope, everything looks great on our end. If you guys do have questions, don't forget to put them in the chat and we'll answer them the best to our ability.
Awesome, thank you. This, we're still on our cling stamps. I see, oh my goodness, I'm looking at the chat. Victoria Curbs, Callie's here. Carol DeFrancesco. I see on YouTube we've got some chat going. I'm getting distracted by the chat. And why don't you guys do me a favor too? Let's meet each other a little bit. While I'm talking and showing these cards, where are y'all from? We got a lot of United States people today. Are we in Canada today? Do we have anybody overseas joining us today? I know Reed's here.
There's two questions. One was the most recent Nina card. It was glittery. Somebody's asking how she did that. There's that one. Yep.
This one. So Nina is in the chat. She used a U Shine die, and then we have a rose stencil. So this is stenciled onto glittered cardstock. So Simon has glitter cardstock that is printable and inkable. And so she actually inked over, and maybe she'll do she has her own YouTube channel and her own blog too. Maybe she will showcase that if she hasn't already, how she actually made that project. But she used glitter paper to create all that glitter and shine.
And then the second question, are all of the Simon Says Stamp products made in the United States?
Not all of our Simon Says Stamp products are made in the United States. I wish I could find an embossing folder manufacturer in the United States. If anybody knows of one, I would love to work with them. But if we wanted to do embossing folders, the only embossing folder companies we could find were overseas. So not embossing folders, but the stamps are made in the United States. Our inks are made in the United States. Most of our wafer thin dies are made in the United States. I think all of the ones in this release are made in the United States. We do make a concerted effort that when we source a product, we first try to source it in the United States. And so far, regardless of cost, we are making it where we can. So even if United States, like in the case of the metal dies, and this stamp set comes with coordinating metal dies, in most cases, like the metal dies, for example, I could have them made less expensive in China. I just have a great business partner here in the United States who is making them for us. So because of that, we do have our wafer thin dies made in the United States. These clear stamps are made in the United States. I have a funny story. I don't even know if you could actually say these are made in the United States. I guess it depends on your definition of made. This organic fruit set was actually designed by Laura Bassin's daughter. Do y'all know Laura? She has a feature consistently every month on our blog called Laura Fedora. And Laura has some artistic children. And so her teenage daughter, Bailey, designed that organic fruit stamp set. And I mean, look at the stuff that you people, look, Joe, I mean, look at this card. Can you believe Joe took these stamps and turned it into this card? Look at that. Look how he pieced this together. Bailey, I hope you can see this either on rewatch or now and can see what beautiful things people are making with your art. So it was a great opportunity for Bailey to contribute something to this release, something fresh and fun. We were really happy to be able to do it. Thank you, Bailey, for doing that. From time to time, Laura also designs product. Recently, she's really creating more cards with the product that we already have, but she does. She also helps us select a lot of our colors. Way back when we came out with our original ink series. So this card is by Sherry Carroll. Everybody knows of a graduate. High school, grade school. I mean, even now they have lower school graduation for kids. It's funny, my daughter's going to be a fifth grader next year, and in her school, the fifth graders are the king of the hill. So she's very excited she gets to be a fifth grader, and then she'll graduate from the fifth grade and move on to middle school. Likewise, my son's going to be then graduating from middle school and going to high school. So I love this variety that we have to show you in sizing of cards. Most of the projects we have today are cards, but if you're making something that's not a card, I hope you will share it, or a card, share it on social media. You can use the hashtag SSS for Simon Says Stamp. Born to Sparkle. This release is actually called Born to Sparkle. If you have been buying our stencils or using our stencils for any period of time, you will notice we've been doing something new with our stencils. Trying to get it right, there we go. Can the camera pick up that we now label our stencils? So they're Simon Says Stamp with our little engraved mark. So you know the name of the company who made it, and also you know the SKU in case you want to share it with anybody else. And remember how a few minutes ago somebody had asked how Nina Trapani made this card? She used this rose bouquet stencil to make this slimline card. So we also have another card. This one's by Callie Pearson. Boy, you were in a glitter mood. I love it. I think that Callie actually used paste to make this one, but if you see Callie's blog or social media, she will probably tell you a little bit more how she created that card. I've got some other cards that this one is using ink. Sydney Desjardins used the stencil with ink to create that. And then this one by Nina Marie Trapani, she used foil with that stencil. Isn't that cool? I'm not sure which foiling. Nina, I hope you'll show, I think it's on the blog, on your blog yesterday. I think you showed people how you made that card in the blog hop yesterday. Sometimes for me, I see stuff before it goes live, so I don't know yet if it's live, but I'm pretty sure Nina's how-tos are live. Reed, you got a hand raised? What's up?
Yeah, someone has a question about this stencil. They want to know the size of it.
This one is 4 by 9. This one right here is 4 by 9. It is also made in the United States. All of our Simon Says Stamp stencils are made in the United States. Oh, back to that funny story about Made in the USA. You know how I was showing you that organic fruit stamp set a few minutes ago? It also has coordinating dies and a coordinating stencil. And why it was funny that I said, oh, made in the United States. Well, Laura Bassin was in Germany for the last, I don't know, at least a couple of years. And so her daughter, when she drew this set, was actually in Germany, although now she's back in the United States. So it was drawn while she lived in Germany, but now she's relocated back to the United States. So it's kind of a funny, where was that made? Well, I'm not really sure. What do you mean by made? We'll go back to the graduation theme too while we've got some graduation products close. You'll see this is a release from Kathy Zilski called Rad Grad. We do not have very many of these left. especially the dies. We're very low on the dies. But Rad Grad was so popular last year, we brought it out this year for graduation. It's got some, the numbers are really useful. It goes really well with this brand new graduation called Virtual Grad. A lot of us have virtually schooled this year, including my children virtually schooled about 90% of this year. So it's cute that Kathy Zilski, when she drew this stamp set, included a virtual version. See how she even has, Kathy created this card. See how she has this virtual word that she fussy cut it, I believe, with that stamp. Happy virtual graduation. So I think this is a really useful stamp set for 2021 especially. Reed, do we have any kind of questions coming on? Oh yeah, she actually used the die cut.
So Joe, I see you in the Facebook chat. I just wanted to let you know over on YouTube, a lot of people are asking for a link to your blog. So if you want to hop over there and give them that URL, that'd be great.
Sydney Desjardins, Jill. Thank you for doing that, Jill. Hey, we can get to know each other. We've got a nice community here. Never Forget How Amazing You Are was actually a die from this release that I will be showing you in a minute. But you can see the graduation cap from this graduation series that Kathy Zilski designed as part of that card. So, I mean, isn't it interesting how different designers have different styles and they draw to different colors? The graduation stuff is really exciting. Oh,
there's a question about.
Here's another graduation set. This one was not designed by Kathy Zilski, but it's called Class Act.
The question is, are the caps in these two stamp sets the same or different?
They're all different. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Each of this sets has a cap, and all three of them are just a little bit different. We want to give you something a little different. And actually, this stamp set has a small and a large cap. So if you really wanted to blow up a cap on the front of your card with maybe the year, these numbers would be great for 2021, or even to use next year for 2022 graduations. That's why we gave you the whole slew of numbers. You can make it whatever numbers you want. That was a good question. I really like the question and answers because I don't always know what to say. I don't know what people care about. I talk and I show. Window Box Blooms. This is a clear stamp set made in the United States. It has a coordinating die set if you don't want to fussy cut all those flower edges, which I don't know about you folks, but this is the kind of stamp set I would be sure to purchase the coordinating dies for, because my fussy cutting is not so detailed, and the dies really help you get those intricate wavy line edges so they don't look so choppy. When I fussy cut, I tend to bring 2 points together to like a V instead of a rounded U, and these dies really help you bring them together to look more natural. So you can see that example. I don't know who made this card, but you can see that example here. They actually used the dies. See how perfectly cut out these are? I mean, it just looks so clean and organized. There's another card. This one was made by Callie Person. See how she used those coordinating dies? It just gives the card such a nice clean look. Another one, this one by Sydney Desjardins. She as well used the coordinating dies. Heather. I've got another one by, this one's Natasha. And this one is also by Natasha. So again, the name of this stamp set is Window Box Blooms. It reminds me, I have a friend, Mandy, who actually Reed knows really well. She has a greenhouse and she grows her own flowers. And this little window and these flower boxes remind me of her garden that she curates. She's the obstinate farmer on Instagram. It's really fun to watch her plant and grow flowers from beginning to end. She walks you along the story as she does it. This stamp set is designed by Sherry Carroll. So this is called Painted Flowers. Sherry is a really special member of our Simon Says Stamp family. She is not only our creative director, but she also is a product designer. So a lot of the products you see me showcasing, she's drawn them or worked with somebody else to draw them. We have a few designers that are not necessarily in the stamping industry. So they illustrate, but they're not really sure how to get their illustrations to market as stamps. And Sherry does a great job helping us do that. She mailed a lot of these cards to us today too. She does a store graphic. So when you see that we're having a release and we post that here or on YouTube or on our Facebook page or our store, Sherry a lot of times designs those. Nina Marie Trapani also does a lot of those things too. You'll see we do postcards that come in your orders. Nina draws almost all of those. Nina draws a lot of the stamp sets I'm showing you today, including, I believe she designed this stencil. This card is by Mindy Egan. I love the happy everything. It goes with everything. Kathy Zilski is another one of our illustrators. You can see her logo right here. She has her own brand. CZ Design is her blog. She teaches classes. She has series. Kathy's been in our industry, in the scrapbooking industry for, hey, speaking of scrapbooking, do you guys know that tomorrow is National Scrapbooking Day? It is. And the fun thing about for everybody, card makers and scrapbookers, is we like to celebrate. So on National Scrapbooking Day, we actually have a few contests running. I won't give you too many details now because I don't remember the dollar amount of the prizes, but I do know that we have a link on our blog tomorrow where you can share projects you've created. They don't have to be using Simon's Stamp product. We play nicely with others. You can use whatever product you're using to scrapbook, and you link up your work to share it, and then you can win prizes. So really, I guess the bottom line is stay tuned tomorrow on our blog and on our social media, and you'll see a lot of references to National Scrapbooking Day. Oh, I also have this confetti stencil straggled in at the last minute. So he doesn't have any inspiration with him, but he is a Simon Says Stamp stencil. I think you can see him a little bit better when I use this paper Reed gave me. This is a really good celebratory birthdays, graduation, you name it. I've got some other products from this release. You guys keep asking for more of these sentiment strips. So this is actually a whole pack of sentiment strips. We're trying to include them in with all of the releases. They've been very, very popular. And since you can foil them, we like to do the sentiment strips in white so you can foil the words. We also like to print them opposite, so reverse, so that you can foil the backgrounds. And a lot of the cards you see, including, look at this, So Appreciate You. A lot of the cards you see, people just cut these little babies out and they don't even foil them at all. They just cut them for the perfect little detailed sentiment strip on their cards. And how are the questions coming along, Reed? Do we have anybody asking or anything?
Yeah, one quick question about the confetti stencil. Just a reminder, everybody, if you are looking for inspiration can be found at the blog at simonsaysstampblog.com.
That's a good point. You know where else you guys can find inspiration? Well, I mean, if you're on our blog and YouTube, obviously our blog and YouTube, but if you're shopping for a product on our website, like if you go to our website and see this is called Beautiful Mothers. If you find this Beautiful Mothers stamp set on our site, we add in the description underneath the picture, you can see a lot of inspiration for you. Some of that inspiration is clickable. So even though this Beautiful Mother stamp set, we actually released this in a kit, and by popular demand, we now have matching, coordinating. See what I was telling you about all those little edges? So many people asked us for coordinating dies for this. We went ahead and created coordinating dies for this Beautiful Mothers stamp set. Speaking of family, we have family headline as part of this release as well. This release is called Born to Sparkle. So if you're on Instagram and you want inspiration, you just look at the hashtag. I don't know if you guys, I like to look at hashtags on Instagram. You just look at SSS Born to Sparkle, all one word. And you'll see anybody who created a project using products. And the fun part of that is not just because you're sitting and scrolling like I do on my phone, but a lot of times I sit down to stamp and I'm like, I don't know what to make. So the inspiration is really just that. It gives me some ideas to bounce off of. because all 3 of these cards use the same stamp set. It's a single cling stamp. Actually, no, this is a clear stamp set. But look how different those are. I don't think I have this. Nina Marie is in the chat. She illustrated this stamp set for us, and this has been by far the most popular stamp set of the spring for us. And Nina's going to be in the chat, and she will link up. No, it's not part of the kit, but I do appreciate you opening the kit. So look for Nina in the chat, and Reed's going to probably bounce back. Nina might even text Reed. I think it's called Floral Garden, but that's kind of generic, and I don't. It's just such a popular, beautiful stamp. Okay, moving on out, folks. Guess what? Did you know Simon Says Stamp has wood stamps too? Also made in the United States. Hero Arts manufactures our stamps. They're wood. And this one is called Paper Hugs. Pretty self-explanatory. And this one is called Flower Cluster. So you can color this beauty. What I like about stamp sets is kind of funny. You guys will probably, I mean, as an artist, you'll laugh at me. I actually like to just display. I mean, I use them too, but I take a lot of pleasure in displaying my wood stamps on my desk, on my cabinet, on the shelf. Now, I hesitate to show you the Positively Everything tool because it's sold out, but I promise you, we have more on the way. We have more on order. It might take a month or so, but if you've seen this on our website, you can see the video that Sherry Carroll created with, we call it the Positively Everything tool, also the PET. And there are so many things you can do with this tool. You can clean your brushes, you can set your coffee, you can put your ink pads on for blending. There's just so many uses for this tool. Nina actually discovered a new use for it yesterday. Are there some questions, Reed? You're raising your hand.
I'm confirming that the stamp set is Floral Garden, confirmed by Nina, and the link is in the chat. So if you want to get to that, go ahead and click on that.
That was luck that I knew the name of that stamp set, Floral Garden. So the stamp set Reed's referring to was the stamp set that, Callie used in creating these cards. This one was made by Mindy Egan. So you can use that same stamp set in a lot of different ways. Now, another brand new for Simon Says Stamp, you know, I told you that we've been working hard to develop new products for you guys. This Positively Everything tool, we spent, Sherry, if you're in the chat with Nina, maybe you guys could say, I don't know, this was probably in development for 6 or 8 months. So you can imagine how exciting it was when it actually came to Simon Says Stamp, how excited we were all to get it. And then how excited we've all been that it sold out in one day. So thank you to everybody for your support. This is a great tool. You know, pretend this is an ink pad and imagine yourself using it to hold your ink pad sturdy. I don't know about you, but oftentimes I have a tool or a paintbrush that I'm using while I'm working or something wet, and I need, or even glue, and I need a place to put it so it's not getting, my other papers, like paper I'm working on wet, or, you know, actually, say I wanted to use this paper later, but I put something on top of it, I could easily ruin this paper. Well, the PET is going to save you because it's going to keep you having a nice, safe work surface, and it's made out of silicone. So if your glue drips on it, it will peel right off. Silicone is like the always forgiving surface, and it washes up super nicely. These brushes come in a tube. Actually, Reed, do you have any questions before I move on to the brush?
Yeah, real quick. Sherry says, yes, it took a while. We were very specific on size, color, and every detail. And then the next question was, can we back order the pet?
Back order. Well, if you mean, first of all, thank you everybody for your support. And thank you, Sherry and Nina, for dreaming this up, because they dreamt this and made it happen. It's got even 2 sides. As far as pre-order, we probably will open up to pre-order soon. We just need to verify when exactly we're going to get more, because I don't want to pre-order with a date that is not accurate. I don't want to tell you you're going to get it in June, but it's not going to come till June 15th. I'd like to be more specific with an arrival date before we do that. But yeah, that's a good idea. We'll do that. As soon as we have a more specific arrival date for these tools, we'll make them available for pre-order on our website since they sold out so quickly. And we have a lot more coming than we did in our initial shipment. So that'll help too. They won't sell out as quickly, I hope. And then Reed, were there other questions about that?
Just a reminder, you can hit the notify me when back in stock button if you want to just receive an email. But yeah, there's a couple possibilities for that. That's it.
That's a good reminder. Notify me when back in stock. So these are little brushes. And what I like about these, I can stick my finger in it. And so when I'm doing detailed work, especially on stencils, I can get into the small spaces with my fingers. So this is just a fun rainbow assortment of brushes. They come with this storage tube, so we've included this storage tube for you all too. And they just stack up nice and neatly. You can put them in the tube, you can leave them on your desk. I'm more of a leave it laying around on my desk kind of person, but I know a lot of people like Nina Trapani are more organized than I am and would probably put them all in the tube. Some more questions before I move on to Kit, Reed?
Yeah, about the dabbers. Are they foam or are they bristles?
You know, it's hard to see with this camera, but they are bristles. Very similar to the bristles on the other blending brushes.
That was
perfect.
That's
the best.
Yeah,
I guess that's
putting
the
that
best
comparison.
analogy. Yep, not foam, but bristle. Now the reason I've got this beautiful stack of cardstock on the table is because it is part of our brand new May card kit of the month. And I find this pack of paper particularly lovely. Look how gorgeous. So it's a dandelion themed, I guess if you could consider it a theme at all, Dandelion Messages. So we also include inspiration for what you can make with the kit. We include all this paper. Everything I'm going to show you right now is included in the kit. We include this 8.5 by 11 cardstock I'm fanning out for you in different colors. This kit also has a Tim Holtz metallic sheet. And the reason we included that metallic sheet, I mean, you can use it for whatever you like, but the kit also has this Dandelion 3D textured impression designed by Kath Breen. So you will also get this embossing folder in your kit. You're also going to get a die. You can see a lot of the inspiration all over social media using this. People usually use the hashtag SSSCK for Simon Says Stamp Card Kit. So if you want to see, there's a lot of lovely inspiration on Instagram and social media using this kit too. And people are having fun cutting out that die. Now what I think is really the most glorious part, although it is hard to choose because man, these papers are gorgeous, is this stamp set. I mean, the kit is such a great value. The stamp set is only $24.99. What's the current price of a card kit on our website? I mean, the stamp set alone is $24.99. So the stamp set is called Dandelion Messages. Christina Warner designed this for us. Thank you, Christina. Look at these sentiments for every day. Sending you peace, missing our chats. Our friendship means the world to me. Dreaming of you. You are so lovely. I mean, there's even more on the bottom. Things will get better, I promise. Sometimes hearing that really makes a difference. With sympathy, call soon. Text me. I'm always here for you.
So a quick update about the card kit price. Standard is $39.99, but if you have a card kit subscription, it'll be $5 off.
Yep, $39.99 for this, all of these products. And I'm not even done yet, guys. This is a Rena K Glitz. It's a neon electro pop designed by Rena K, who is Gina K's daughter. And I just thought, I love yellow, and I thought that the yellow would play nicely as an embellishment on the stamps and the die, and you know, dandelions are yellow, right? And don't forget, we also include a sucker, right? We include a sucker in every kit. So now that is our May card kit of the month. We do have some left. May is quickly upon us, and we do hope we have enough to take us into May, but this has been a very popular card kit. This has been the most popular card kit so far of the year for us. So if you like those dandelions, make sure you get on it while you can. The stamp set is available sold separately though.
I'm seeing a lot of commonly asked questions about the card kit. I am posting the FAQ in the chat for both YouTube and Facebook, so you guys have a source for that.
When Reed talks like that, can you guys hear him? If you're in the chat, if you cannot hear Reed, let us know, because then we can repeat or we can troubleshoot. So the next time we do a live, we know of any changes we might need to make with any of these microphones. So we just hope you'll speak up. And remember, if you like what you're seeing, guys, subscribe, share this with your friends. It's always a good community to be in. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy to share. I'm already showcasing you salvaged patina. Did y'all know? I just thought it was worth bringing this into the live, because this is the biggest thing that's happened around here for a very long time. Tim Holtz had a new color release last Saturday. So these babies are fresh and new. And this salvage patina is a new color in the Tim Holtz Distress line. And these little hotties come in ink pads, oxide ink, refills. You even get a collectible pin, or you can purchase a collectible pin, but it becomes included as a free gift when you purchase the bundle of all of the salvage patina gifts. So with that being said, Reed, do you want to switch cameras for me? And we will, I'm a little buried on my, so I think Reed switched cameras, and I've got, I don't know if you can see my berry here, but I've got all these beautiful things in front of me. It's kind of like, let me soak it in for a minute. Let me soak in all these beautiful things. I mean, look at this rainbow pack of brushes. Oh, let me soak it in. Thank you again for joining us. We're not finished yet, because we still have a $100 gift card. And if you're watching Rewatch, you can get a $100 gift card too. All you gotta do is comment in the chat, and on Monday, Reed will be announcing randomly selected winners for $100 gift cards to Simon Says Stamp. And Reed's got a little note right now to give me, but before I read the dun-dun-dun drumroll winners, I am gonna go through my notes and just make sure I didn't forget anything, because I'm 45 years old now. Mom, if you're here, you can attest to that. You can be my witness. And I don't remember as much as I used to remember. Thank you for joining us. That's always the most important thing. We've got a great community. I'm really happy to be able to be here for Simon Says Stamp. Born to Sparkle is this release, and I think it's appropriately named because we are all born to sparkle. Thank you, Reed, for making this all happen. Reed drew us some winners. So our YouTube winner is Jennifer Basel or Basel. You win a $100 gift card to Shopping Spree at Simon Says Stamp. How do you want Jennifer to claim that?
I'll reach out to you. Jennifer is our YouTube winner, so it'll be easier if I reach out to you guys.
Okay, so wait to hear from Reed. You know you get a $100 gift card. You can buy whatever you want. You can buy Simon stuff or anything. If you don't have that salvage patina yet, I would definitely pick that up. Also, Facebook. We have a Facebook winner. Betsy Keller Green. You win a $100 gift card on Facebook. And if you're rewatching, Reed's going to pull winners from the rewatch too. So he will reach out to you on Monday. In the meantime, happy Friday. I hope we gave you something to be inspired and to get creating this weekend. Make some cards, make some projects, make some 3D boxes, spray some salvaged patina. Have a great time. Hopefully you've got a friend or somebody that's vaccinated, a family member, and you guys can hang out together or even go. I mean, it's nice enough in Ohio, we can all go outside now. So I hope your days are looking brighter, longer, sunnier, and thank you for joining us.